Hey, oh, geez, I should turn this off. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Confidence Strategies 101. This is another recap webisode where I'm going to review a little bit about what we've been up to, what we're going to do, and what to expect in the future, as much as I know anyway. I'm just kind of rolling with the punches today. I was listening to Tommy Grasso's song Reset because I feel like today would have been a good day to reset the day. Typically, I would be at the studio, but I'm not. I'm here at my library, in my office, where it all started. Confidence Strategy started right here. And you would think that it was intentional to be here where it all started because it's a recap episode or webisode. But no, I just got blocked in and couldn't get out of my garage today. So that's why we're here. But anyway, today I could have used a reset. Very saddened by when I learned today that we've lost our guitarist, Eddie Van Halen. That's very sad news. My deepest condolences to the family, the fans, and to the world. I believe he was suffering from throat cancer, which, of course, is the second point that I was going to make today, is that we are in October now, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so that sort of kind of ties it all together, really. The fact of the matter is that we as women have to also just be aware and take precautions, and hopefully you are getting those mammograms. That's kind of it for the PSAs today. For those of you that have just joined in for the very first time, I am Carmen Milagro. I'm the creator of Confidence Strategies 101. I teach it. I work with clients through this process, and it's something that I do. I'm also a CBD educator, but I've been getting a lot of questions, when I say, and I do a bunch of other things because it's a long list and I don't always like to just go into it. But I am getting text messages and emails and, DMs. So I figured I'll give you, for those that are still wondering and asking, I'll give you a little synopsis, a brief bio, if you will. I don't think tonight's episode is going to be all that long, so I don't want to bore you to death, but I am, let's see. I'm first generation San Franciscan. I was born in La Misión. I'm also an entrepreneurist. I'm a writer, and I contribute to 2 different magazines currently, Live Thrive California and Better Health and Wellness. So I do that. I'm also a mentor. I am a patent holder. I'm a storyteller, which is one of my favorite roles. I host a couple of YouTube series, Reading Ritual with Miss Carmen. I'm a co-host on Yo Soy Latina with Rosalia Dubon and Nicole Moreno Denzire. I hope I get that right. And I am also here with you on Confidence Strategies 101. I'm also an inventor, and I've created a line of premium hemp CBD lifestyle products. I've also been very fortunate. I'm honored and humbled. I was chosen as a HISPA.org 2020 role model for their youth program. It's a campaign. I'm featured in their 20,000 Hispanic and Latino stories campaign. And I just recently received the incredible news that as the Hispanic Star Ambassador, I've been chosen as one out of 90 stories in the upcoming Hispanic Stars Rising, The New Face of Power. It's a book of stories. So that's pretty exciting. I'm very, again, honored and humbled, and I will definitely share that on my Facebook page for you all to take a look. Another question that's been coming in quite often is, why are you doing this webisode series called Confidence Strategies? There's multiple reasons for that. One of them is because it connects me to different people on various platforms who might need some help and would like some to be connected to me and to learn what these strategies are that I employ, that I've created a curriculum and a training program with. However, having said that, I am very limited in the people that I work with. I only take 4 clients a year. One of those clients is myself, so that I can work on my projects that I love, that I'm 100% invested in as well. So that's kind of giving you a little synopsis for that. But the real reason, in case you're still wondering, the Tuesday night series of webisodes, what I do here, it's designed to share and showcase positive, real stories from real people who are living their authentic, lives, and who are thriving, who are actually living the lifestyle that they are choosing, and they're walking the walk and talking the talk, and they're willing to come on with me and share their insights and their tips and their advice and some of their strategies. I really strive to give you different points of view, different perspectives, different stories, because each human being has their own unique perspective, their own unique perception, their own strategies. And so I try to bring different people, from designers and musicians to executives and entrepreneurs and solopreneurs and mompreneurs, just who else? I'm trying to think of who else I've had on. Different people, right? They are willing to give their time to us and spend some time with us. And what happens when these different interviews are out there in, the virtual digital world, is that people learn about my guests and they connect with them. They may have been looking for a life coach, incidentally, and they liked what they heard maybe when a guest was here, and they liked that person's personality, and they like their approach, and they like the things that they were talking about. So they can always go to the Facebook group page, Confidence Strategies 101, Back to Basics with Carmen Milagro, and they can connect with any of our guests on that page. You may have to do a little searching there, but they can connect. And the guests are always welcome to come back and check in and say hello. I want it to be this organic, free flow of resources and connections. And that's what I am trying to do with this project. What happens, coincidentally, or maybe not really coincidence, but people start also noticing what I'm doing on the program. And so I'm getting more invitations now to do speaking engagements, particularly, which is my passion. And what I love to do almost more than anything is to inspire young people. And so I've got an event coming up on October 15th at 12 noon with Bay Area Entrepreneurship Center. It's an offshoot of Skyline College in Daly City, but the Entrepreneurship Center is located in San Bruno. This is going to be a virtual event, and they're asking me to talk about being a Latina entrepreneur. And so I'll be on the panel discussion there, and talking to high school kids and college kids, and hopefully inspiring and maybe even giving them some good advice. The other event that's coming up on the 28th of this month, because of all of this that's happening, is another organization that I've worked with over the summer. I had my intern that I was working with, and I really loved that a great deal. And they've asked me to be a part of their SF Made Youth and Manufacturing event as an entrepreneur, to, again, talk to young people about possibly becoming an entrepreneur, or if they're already doing it. So that's part of the reason why I do this, but mostly it's to connect you all with some fascinating and really kind and wonderful people. So I hope that sort of rounds out a little bit about who I am and what I'm doing. And if you have more questions, feel free. I'm going to see if I can do this at the same time. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much. I can't really tell who is making the comments. if you want to just write your name in the comments, then I'll know who you are, and maybe I'll even put you up on the screen. But thank you. I appreciate the kind words. I'm just trying to do my little bit, my little part, to, if I can help someone, one person a day, that would be pretty incredible. I also wanted to sort of, since this is a recap webisode, I wanted to sort of remind you, or for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, to let you know about some of our previous guests that you may want to check out for various reasons. For example, we've had Linda Hales. She's a TEDx speaker and a high performance coach. She's been on with us. Dr. Sandra Camacho. She's an auric field consultant. She's also been on. And I'm going to put all these links again into our Facebook group page, just to remind people and kind of bring them back up to the top of the thread there. But we've also had a really fun time. I invited a really dear friend of mine and colleague. We work together. We're working on a music education program that we're building for 2021. His name is Tony Coleman. He's a blues legend, and he's a former drummer for B.B. King. It was a great show because I asked another friend of ours, Will Calhoun, who's the drummer for Living Color, to come on and surprise him. So that's all in one show. It ran a little long, but it was really quite fun, I have to say. It was definitely fun for me, and I hope it was fun for the viewers that saw that episode. We also had Jersey's own rock star guitarist, Tommy Grasso, and his son Grady. And that was the song that I was listening to before. It's called Reset, and that's his latest single, and I'll have to give him a shout out as well. And, Tommy gave us an impromptu acoustic performance of a couple of songs. So I am, of course, looking at the feedback from all the episodes that we have, and creating and planning for 2021. So I will definitely keep that in mind. Nicole Moreno, multipreneur, was also on recently. Cancer warrior, Dr. Katerina Rosakis, who is also a CBD and psychotherapist and an entrepreneur. She was with us a few weeks ago. Trish Flanagan, the founder of the Future School of Arkansas, she was here. She was talking about her innovative and definitely disruptive way of bringing education to kids who normally would not have had a really good chance to succeed and thrive. She figured out a way how to do this, and I think we should follow her suit, but I don't want to get too much on my soapbox. Who else was here recently? Oh, Angelica Marie. She's an intuitive and spiritual coach. Plus, we had Sonia Hassie 2 weeks ago. She's a speaker and a leadership coach. And last week, we had Mark Shihada. He's a life coach, a law of attraction coach, and a faster EFT practitioner. And if you want to know what that is, then you need to look at last week's webisode. So that's just a few of the different guests that we've had in the last few weeks. And now you all have access to all of them. You can always look them up. The easiest way, really, is to go to my YouTube channel, Carmen Milagro. That's where everything is housed. Confidence Strategies 101, Reading Rituals, Yo Soy Latina, all of that is all there. Oh, plus CBD with my favorite PhD is also on there. So that's the easiest way. You just kind of sort through on the channel, and you can look at any of these past webisodes. Now, what would I do have a question for you. I'm wondering if you would, maybe not now or maybe later, if you would make sure that you send in some suggestions that you might have for what I could be incorporating or doing or adding or maybe doing differently for 2021. I can't promise that I'll take them all under, and incorporate them, but I will look at them and I will take it under advisement. I know one person, Nancy, she would like more of the music-oriented interviews. And Nancy, I can tell you this, in 2021, there is going to be more of a shift in how I'm doing these interviews and why I'm doing them and where I'm doing them. So do stay tuned. It's not going to be completely all about music, maybe, or maybe not. But at this point, definitely more musical guests. That's what I'm trying to say in the long-winded way. Um, let's see. One thing, of course, is that sharing these videos and telling your friends about Confidence Strategies 101 is really helpful, just for us to get the word out, just for my guests to get known in different circles and different networks. So that's always appreciated. Thank you very much. What else? I think that's really it. If you have any questions for me now, this would be a great time. I can see if you've got any questions for me. But like I said, today is going to be pretty short. The recap webisodes are relatively short, quick, simple, to the point. I do want to say that next week we do have a very special guest who's coming on. She's a very well-known artist in the Bay Area, but she resides in Monterey. She's a visual artist. She's not only incredibly talented, but when she's here, she's also willing to share with us sort of the adverse challenges and adversities that she had while she was younger, when she was younger, which all sort of is the framework for who she is today as an artist, which I think is always fascinating to learn from different people, how they overcome challenges and how they get to that place of living their authentic, true life that they always dreamed of or created for themselves. So I'm very excited. Her name is Maria Peroy. We have worked together in the past. We were introduced through a very beautiful human being who is also not here with us any longer, but his legacy lives on in the people that he introduced me to that I love so much. So I'm excited that she'll be with me next week. And yeah, yes, you will, Maria. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in tonight. What else? We've got, let me see, who else we've got coming up? Oh, this one is another musical one, Nancy, if you're watching. I will have on October 20th, Luca and Luca. It's a father duo musical dynamic duo, and we're going to be talking to both him and his son, much like we did with Tommy Grasso when he was here. But I think this will be a little bit more performance-based, so we get to also be entertained, and I'm really looking forward to that, that episode as well. I'm also in discussions with an incredible role model for us. She is the editor and creator of Modern Latina magazine. Her name is Linda Castillo. We're just finalizing dates and that sort of thing. I'm also talking to a pretty talented, another Jersey boy, comedian. It's going to be a surprise, but I have to work out all the details with him. So I shouldn't have really said anything. Oh, well. Hola, Jose. ¿Cómo estás? Thank you for joining. It's nice to see that you're here. I appreciate it very much. I think I'm looking to see if there are any questions or, I've answered a couple of personal questions. Who am I and why am I doing this? But I'm pretty much open to answering other personal questions, provided they are appropriate. And I always get that option to not answer if it's not making me feel comfortable. But I don't see any questions right at the moment. You may have them later, and that's okay. I hope that you'll continue to tune in every week on Tuesdays for Confidence Strategies 101. As always, this episode and all the previous ones from, I believe it was May, or was it June? I can't remember, but they've been our sponsor for a while, and that's Music City Hit Factory. That's another project that I'm currently working on, and I will definitely be bringing you up to speed as soon as I can as to what's going on. What is that project? Why is it so important to me, to the city of San Francisco, to the community? I can't wait to share all that information with you. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you again next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. And next week, we will have a wonderful interview with an amazing visual artist who is willing to share her story with us. And I'm very excited that she'll be on with us. All right, Maria, I'll see you next week, and I'll see you all. Thanks for tuning in tonight for the recap webisode of Confidence Strategies 101. Please stay healthy. Let's thrive together, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye, everyone.